Everyone's muted right now, so you're not going to hear anything yet.
Well, that one's muted.
Hi, Mayla. Hi, Cedar. Can you guys hear me? Yes? Okay. Cedar, can you hear me? This thumbs up's fine, buddy. Okay, awesome. Mayla, Cedar, go ahead and stand up. Nice that everybody's here today. Have a good group. Is anybody still in school, or did school let out for everybody? Gone, huh? Just all holidays, right? Never go back? Well, until January? Eventually, right? Is everybody pretty excited about having a little winter holiday break? No? No? What would be better than having a winter holiday break?
Having a winter holiday break.
Ah, there you go. Well, look, we're going to do the best we can for you there. So keep up your Taekwondo practice. We're working on some videos that we're going to send out to your parents over the holidays when we're closed, like the day after Christmas is Saturday. And we're going to make sure we send out a video for that day. You guys can tune in. I know Savvy has a big workout room in the living room, right? I know where you guys used to practice. You probably still practice down there a little bit. So make sure that you're tuning into those videos, even though we're closed. All right, let's have everybody face the flags, please. Lihat. Kukedehan, Kyangme, Baro, Munyam. Baro, face this way. Thank you, Ava. Teriyat, Kyangme. Nice to see everybody. Let's start off 25 jumping jacks. Go. Okay, step with your right foot, step back into a left front stance. So I hope that you know that when you have your left foot forward in a front stance, it's what kind of front stance? Ava? A left front stance. Yes. So go into a left front stance, hands up loud. Yo! Good. From here, hands up. Okay, 2 punches, but stay in your front stance. Front stance is not bouncing up and down. So Miss Emma and I are going to be looking for really good hip position, good foot position, and punch, punch. Okay, so we're going to punch, punch, and then watch how my hips twist when I do my right or my left hand. My hips roll away from the punch, and then my other hip comes forward when I do the punch. Okay, so make sure your hips are doing a lot of work here. Ready? 2 punches, 1 yell. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch feet. What kind of stance is this, Savvy? Not left, that was the other one. Right front stance. Ready? 2 punches. 1. Good. Most important thing here is to try to stay in your front stance. So there is something called too much power. Everybody say too much power. Yeah, okay. You're in your chemistry laboratory when you get to high school, and you're mixing a little bit of this and you're mixing a little bit of that, and it's all going really well, and then you put too much of something in there, and then you get kind of a little bit of an explosion in your face. Not a bad one, but just something you weren't expecting. That's too much, right? You put too much of that ingredient in there, and it became out of control. Sometimes your power is too much. Look at me, guys, and it makes you a little out of control. So fast is good, but sometimes too powerful is not good. Ready? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and push-up position. I'm going to pass the mic to you for a little bit and work some of that fun review stuff, or not fun week stuff that you were just doing. That was awesome. All right, Ava, it's Monday, kind of holiday week. How many push-ups are going to start off this week of Taekwondo? 20, I love it. 20 push-ups. And everybody, I don't want you counting out loud. And I don't want you trying to hurry and speed through this either. So really, you should be off your knees, yellow green belt. Come on, sir. All the way back into push-up position. I'm purposefully taking forever to say go because I want you guys to stay strong in your push-up position. So again, no counting out loud. That influences your classmates to go, oh no, I'm not going fast enough, or maybe I'm going too fast. So count in your head, breathe, 20 push-ups, begin. You wouldn't be doing a push-up. Mind if I assist you for the rest of the class?
Put this in my ear again. Awesome. Now everybody roll onto your backs for sit-ups. We're going to be doing 25 sit-ups. Now this is a little bit of a specific sit-up, so go ahead and sit up and watch me. I think you've all done these before. I don't know what to call them, so just watch me. I'm going to be keeping my hands up, facing up, my face, my whole upper body is facing up. That way I don't curve my spine all the way forward, which is really bad for our spine. So we're going to do 25 on your own. Go. Keeping those feet flat on the ground. Nice. Awesome. I'll be nice and not make you guys hold plank position. Awesome. After this, we're going to work on some stretching. So go ahead and stand up when you're done. Standing like a black belt. Actually, like a Taekwondo person. All right. Perfect. We're going to go through some stretching, then I'll send you guys on a water break where we'll work on some, after that, we'll work on some fun stuff. All right, so let's start off with stretching. Feet together, hands up, touching your toes. Keeping your back straight. Don't curve your spine. Very important. Now, can I have someone count to 10 in Korean for me? Korean. Yes. That's it. Yes it. Ego. Yoru. Aho. Yeah. Perfect. So let's go into our next stretch. So go ahead and slide into your middle splits, but then sit on your booty. And go ahead and reach your arms forward. And can I have another volunteer to count to 10 in Korean for me? Oh, awesome, Grayson. I'm sorry, I didn't see your hand. Go ahead. Hana. Yeah. Sit. Net. Yosit. Yosit. Yugo. Yoru. Aho. Yo. Awesome. Let's go into our last stretch. Butterfly stretch. Feet together. Reaching down as far as you can. And one more person. Can I have one more person volunteer to count to 10 for us in Korean? Awesome. Winslow. Hana. Yeah. Sit. Knit. Sit. Yosit. Oh. Awesome. And everybody go ahead and stand up. We're going to do a quick bow, take a water break, a really quick water break, really quick. And then come back, and it's fun week, so we'll just work on some fun kicks. All right, facing me, and Virtual students, Chodiet, Kunye. And go take a water break, real quick, real quick. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna have them work on. Some of the stuff that I had Tigers work on. So like reverse hook kick, land in front, and then just hold pads for them. And then we'll move on to. And Grayson's, I'll just have like the higher ranks do a spin hook kick. Yeah. Yeah. I'll just work on that. It was. Here you go, man. All right, people at home. Why is Dylan in this class? Okay. People at home, if you have someone that can hold a pad for you, go get that person to hold the pad. If not, you're going to do these kicks in the air. Thumbs up? Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, there it is. All right, we have everyone here. We're just going to have the people. Awesome. So I'm going to take everybody in this line, so scooch up a tiny bit. Actually, scoot back a tiny bit, and then Miss Say will have Lennox and Winslow. Perfect. Awesome, and everybody's back. So what we're going to be working on today is reverse hook kick. All of you know what a reverse hook kick is, right? Awesome. So again, focusing on having that good chamber after we reverse. I lost my balance there. Chamber after we reverse, kicking with the heel and landing in front, because that's what a reverse hook kick is. We're just going to go through the lines, and then if you guys are doing really awesome, I'll have you work on a fancier kick. Thumbs up from everybody at home. All right, awesome. Go ahead. All right. Yes, sir.
How am I supposed to hold?
Nice. Now I really want you to focus on keeping those hands up while you kick. That will control your balance.
So like this?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Is that no punishment?
Really good. But you're kicking with the ball of your foot. What you're doing is you're kind of
Okay,
turning,
that's exactly what I thought.
chambering, and you have all this perfect chamber. It's
That was
set up for a perfect kick, and then you're kicking with the ball of your foot like that. It's really
Yeah.
important that you extend
You
your
got
foot.
all right steps. You just try
All
and
right, run it
speed
up the
up.
line.
Nice. There you go.
All right.
No chamber.
All right, do it with me. Step back, hands up, big loud yell. Tap your back foot. And just for first, I want you to work. Do you know what a reverse side kick is? I want you to go into that reverse side kick position. Go ahead and do that. And then right. Better, nice. Run back line. Other side, Grayson. That was your other side. You're good. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice, good.
Oops.
Run back line.
You missed.
What is that thing?
Good, good, good.
I will go right past it.
I want you to make sure you have that snap to your butt, okay? So try this one more time.
Oh, why does it have to be the tangled pretzel stand?
Awesome. All right, now everybody time. I have a few things that I want to go over. Yeah. So also, people at home just watching me, they say, well, would you mind holding the pad for me? Some important things I noticed were a lot of you, what? All right, thank you, ma'am. So some things that I noticed were some of you weren't chambering for that hook kick. And instead you were doing a lot of a straight leg heel kick, I think it is, right, ma'am? Yeah, heel kick. And we don't want to do that. So what I want you guys to really focus on and work on is having that good almost side kick chamber, kicking and then kicking your butt. Again, so it's a hook kick. And also one more thing I want you to work on is instead of stomping your foot, we're martial artists. We don't stomp our feet. I want you guys to land softly on the ball of your foot. All right, let's get back to work.
I think you're doing too much spinning, buddy. So you turn around and look at me, and then take your back leg and hook kick. Kick like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's great. I'm gonna have one of you,
There you go.
Miss Savvy,
Yeah,
can you
kick from
jump
there.
to the
Yeah,
line?
there you go. That's
Awesome.
the idea. Just
That's
you're
what
gonna
I can
keep
work on.
work on keeping your balance. That looks much better. There you go.
Nice job, Cedar. All right. Nice.
Nice.
All right.
Keep working on it.
Yes, sir.
Don't need to twist up. There you go. You hit the pad.
I really want you to have that good hip movement. So come in across instead of the.
So you kind of turn. You're kind of spinning your torso to look at me.
Nice.
And
What
keep
you're
your-
doing is you're
your
starting your
back leg
chamber
back.
all the way over here. Then you
So
have to
go
kick
from here,
all
keep
the
your
way
back
over here.
back.
So I want you to start your chamber as soon as your butt is like on me. Honestly. So try this one more time.
Oh,
Better, a lot better.
nice.
Nice.
Good job.
Yes. So chamber as soon as your butt's on the target. Honestly. Better.
Oh.
Almost.
Mhm.
Keep over the
Okay.
top.
Yeah.
Nice.
Why don't you come?
Nice. There you go.
Nice. Nice. Really good.
Oh.
Nice. So what you're doing is, again, like I was telling you, you're keeping that leg straight. So what I want you to do is I really want you to focus on that chamber, okay?
Nice.
All right, and switch feet if you haven't switched feet yet. The worst side.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
There
Well,
you go. You got this.
good for you, Grayson. You hit with your toes there, which is
Yep.
good for sparring, but right now we're taking with our heel.
Still not pretzeling. Now you're pretzeling again.
All right.
All right.
No pretzel.
Try that one more time. Again, you're here, then you're coming all the way around. I want you to make it more of a swift motion and then kick. Better, better. Focus on the chamber, really pull that leg in.
Now you're back to the foot yours. Yeah, switch feet. There you go.
Huh?
Yeah, there you go.
A lot better,
keep turning,
nice.
Keep turning your
All
torso.
right, I'm gonna watch
There you go.
people here, so
And
just
use that
hold
left
plank for a
back
minute
leg.
for me. Hold plank. So much fun. Nice, Mela. That was really good. All right, awesome. And time, everybody stand up. Perfect. Miss Sewa, how do you think your line is doing?
I think my line is doing really good.
Yeah. I think that's very much true, especially in my line and the virtual students. So what I want us to do now before we will move on to a funner kick is everybody go ahead and have a knee. Perfect. Great at talking right now. And Miss Sewa, can you, I almost called you Sonia, I'm sorry, ma'am. Can you choose someone from your line to demonstrate? Ooh, savvy. It was a round kick. Let's kick with our heel. Nice, that was really good. Let's give Savvy a hand. Great. All right. And ma'am, would you mind holding for Miss Ava? Ava, come show us your kick. Ooh, that was nice. Now let's give it a hand. Now everybody watching the really tiny screen, because I can't figure out how to make it big, we're all gonna watch Cedar do his reverse hook kick. I can speak today. All right. Go ahead, Cedar.
Your torso, look at me. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Good job.
Ooh, nice. Let's give Cedar a hand. Everybody's giving you a hand. Awesome. And everybody stand up. Awesome. Say what? I'm going to have you demonstrate this butterfly round kick. All right. So here's Miss Sewa. She's going to demonstrate a butterfly round kick for us. A butterfly round kick is very complicated, much more complicated than a reverse hook kick. So what Miss Sewa is going to do is she's going to tap her back leg, and she's going to bring her back leg all the way around, and then jump and do a round kick. Awesome. Let's watch Miss Sewa do that one more time, because she has a beautiful butterfly round kick. She brings her back leg all the way around, lifts up her knee, and jumps and does a round kick. It's a very fancy kick. It's one of my favorite kicks. And we're all going to try it on the pad. Does that make sense to everyone? Awesome. Lennox, what's your question?
I would say like do a butterfly.
Say, well, would you mind demonstrating it fast? All right. Miss Saywa does it fast. And you have to be as perfect as her. Okay. Go ahead, Miss Saywa's line. Does anybody here have a question? Perfect. Go ahead and practice that on your own. All right, are we ready? You've got it. Oh, fancy, fancy.
Okay.
Nice, really good.
A butterfly round.
Nope, not yet. I will tell you when to. Oh, fancy, fancy, fancy. Nice, that was really good. I was holding really high.
Slow.
No.
All right, so you're being a Sammy. So what you're doing is you're doing a kick and then you're leaning down. I want you to use your tummy and squeeze your tummy to keep your body up. All right?
This is the butterfly kick.
Do it again. Yeah, sorry. That was a lot better. Good. Awesome.
Pick up this leg and then
Awesome. Thank you for the L. All right, and switch sides if you haven't yet.
Using like, wait, do I spin with both feet? Or
you spin on one foot. You pick up one leg, spin on the other leg,
okay.
Nice.
and then jump and jump up with the spinning. Do a kick.
Oh, that was close to me. All right, then.
Something that's a four.
Nice. Oh, fancy, fancy.
Something
Nice.
to support me.
Nice.
You got it in
That was close to me, but good job.
yourself.
All right. And hang on real quick. I'm going to watch them. Hold plank if you want to. Not if you want to. Hold plank. All right. Nice, Mela. I'm watching you, Cedar. I'm watching you.
Just pick up one leg and spin it around, and then kick with the other leg. Sort of.
All right. Perfect. And time. Everybody stand up. That was so fun. I maybe want to make them hold plank some more, but I'll be nice. Everybody go ahead and take a knee. Awesome. And Miss called you Sonia again. I'm really sorry, Miss Sewa. Miss Sewa. Miss Sewa, can you please choose someone from your line to demonstrate butterfly kick? All right. Ooh, that was beautiful. That was a really great kick. All right, and Miss Sewa, would you hold for Grayson? They've already went. Perfect. Woo, fancy. I want you to try that one more time, and I want you to hit with your instep because you're hitting with the inside of your foot. Yeah, which is possible, but that's better. All right, and now Miss Mela, can we watch you do a butterfly round kick? Awesome.
Who am I gonna watch me when she's not even on the screen?
I don't know actually.
All right, Mela, we're all watching you. Oh, can you show us one more time? I kind of cut out a little bit. Nice. Let's all give Mela a hand. Perfect. Awesome. Now we're going to do one more thing. One more not so fun thing. Actually, everything about Taekwondo is fun. So I didn't say that. So we're going to do one more thing before we work on the really fun stuff. So everybody go ahead and line up where you started class. I want us to go through our previous form that we worked on for our last testing. Why do we need to know this form? Why, Grayson? Yes, and your previous form at your next testing, you need to know it. So I've learned from experience that it's good to be practicing your form throughout the cycle instead of learning it the night before. So we are going to be practicing our previous form, going through it once, and yeah, what were you gonna say? What form did you do at your last testing? Sajong. So Sajong for you. All right. And also one more thing I wanted to add was I really want you guys to work on these forms and work on your practicing and Taekwondo over winter break. A good way to do it is to just run through your form when you wake up in the morning or not in the shower. Okay. But it's really important that you practice these. Yeah. He must have a really big shower. But to practice these things over winter break so you don't lose it. All right, go ahead and Chindi for your form. I was talking a lot there, I'm sorry. Facing the flags. And Sisha.
Low block. Low block. Punch. Low block. Punch. Punch. Ah! Low block. Punch. Low block. Punch. Low block.
All right,
Punch.
nice job, Peter. Finish up that form. All right, holding the last move. And Beto. Perfect. Thank you, sir. All right, next what we're gonna do, and if you have someone at home to hold a board for you, that would be great. But if not, then we'll just watch you do it in the air. We're gonna practice breaking a board using one of the 2 kicks that we worked on today. That's why I have a yellow board. Also, ma'am, would you grab a white board for me? Perfect. So you guys can choose from a reverse hook kick or a butterfly round kick. Now this is important. If we're doing a hook kick, what part of the foot do we hit with? Are you just raising your hand to yawn, or are you going to tell us? You forgot? All right. What's the ball of your foot on a heel kick? I mean, not a heel kick. A hook kick on a hook kick. What? Heel. Yes. When we're doing a reverse hook kick, we want to hit with the heel. It's the strongest part of our foot. Maybe not. All right. And then if we're doing a butterfly round kick, what part of the foot do we hit with? Grayson, the ball of our foot. Alrighty, everybody go ahead and have a knee. And at home, do you have someone to hold the board for you? Oh, you're frozen. All right, at home, everybody take a knee. If you have someone to hold the board, we will get to you later. All right, so you can choose the board that you to break. These are both fairly.
All right, I'm gonna go, where am I gonna roll that? Choose an activity or read. No, I think
First.
you could read. If you'd like to read it in my room.
Ava, perfect. Which one do you want to break? Yellow? All right. Let's come over here. Grayson, we're going to steal your square. Thank you, buddy. Which board break are you doing? Butterfly round kick. Very fancy. Show me your butterfly round kick. I can't see this. All right. Kicking with the ball of your foot. You get 2 tries, all right? All right, hit in the middle. That was a really hard kick, but you're doing good. Let's cheer on our friends. Good try. Hit it one more time in the middle. Ooh, almost. Good try. So I'll clap for her. These are hard kicks to try on the board. All right, who wants to try it next? Lennox, switch board. Okay, which one are you doing? Hook kick? All right, this side, okay. Remember to ask me if I'm ready. Kick with the heel. Let's all cheer on our friends. Yes, sir. Oh, you hit too low, come a little bit closer. One more time, you got it. Nice, good try. Go ahead and have me. Perfect. Winslow, which one are you doing? Yes. All right, make sure you ask me if I'm ready and hit with your heel. Yeah. All right, you got it. Yes, sir. Good try. All right. Facing me. Facing me. And Yeah, I didn't make the other people bow, so I understand. But can you? Perfect. Let's give them a hand. These are all hard kicks, so I'm really proud of you guys for trying. Grayson, do you want to? Did you already try? You haven't tried. Come on up. All right. Butterfly round kick. Okay. Is this right? Yeah. Okay. This isn't right. I'm facing here. That's what I was asking. Okay. All right. You got it. Yes, sir. A little bit off, but hit in the middle. You got it. Strong kick. Good try. That was really good. Facing me. Today, and go back. Go have a seat. And Savvy, what do you want to do? How about we do a reverse hook kick? Hitting with your heel. You got it, ma'am. Oh, okay. All right. Reverse hook kick. Which foot are you using? All right, awesome. You got it. That's it. That was a butterfly round kick. I want you to try a reverse hook kick, okay? All right. Yeah. That's it. And then hit the board. Ooh, nice. All right. I'll give Sadie a hand. All right. Before we watch Cedar break his board and Mayla do her kick in the air, I think. Yep. I wanted to say that those were really hard board breaks, so I'm really proud of you guys for trying. And now you can go home, practice it, and then come back much later and break the board, and you'll feel so much prouder about yourself. I think that's English. Okay. Let's watch Cedar do his board break. Cedar, go ahead. All right, we're all watching Cedar do his board break. Cedar, does your brother need to go grab the boards?
My brother's just getting it right now.
Okay, perfect. Then while he's setting up, Mila, can you show us your reverse hook kick?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what are you doing, Cedar?
Ooh, great. All right, and it looks like Cedar, make sure Finn is holding for what you want to. What are you doing, Cedar?
A reverse hook kick.
Reverse hook kick. All right, so Finn, hold horizontally. Perfect. All right, you got it. You got it, Cedar. We're all cheering you on. Ooh, a little bit too high. Finn, hold a little bit lower. You got it. One more try. Ooh, nice try. All right. One more try, I guess. Nice try. All right. Everybody stand up. We're going to end with a game led by Miss Saylaw. Whenever you're ready. All right. Switch here. Aha, there we go. All right. So we're going to end with a game of Sabonim Says. Miss Emma's going to watch the kids on virtual and make sure that everything's going okay over there. So I'm the Sabonim, just like Simon Says, except it's Sabonim Says instead. Starting now. Sabonim Says, step back, hands up loud, yell! Facing the flag, yep. Sabonim Says, front kick. My next, have a seat, that was a drum front kick. Sabonim Says, round kick. And side kick. Winslow, Savvy, have a seat. All right, from here, Sabonim Says, jump into middle stance. Sabonim Says, 2 punches, go. Sabonim Says, 3 punches, go. 4 punches, go. Now, all right, Sabonim Says, get into a front stance. From here, Sabonim Says, do a front punch. Sabonim Says, do a reverse punch. Sabonim Says, start doing jumping jacks. Now start doing high knee jumping jacks. Cedar, you're out. You did a reverse punch when she said front punch. All right, Sabonim Says time. And since Miss Emma likes this one, Sabanim says twirl like a ballerina. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. All right, Sabanim says time. Sabanim says balance on one foot. Sabanim says look up at the ceiling. Sabanim says put your leg out for front kick. Sabanim says you can't touch your foot on the ground. If you do, you're out. Go ahead, put your arms out wide. Grayson, have a seat. And Sabanim says back to your chamber position. Sabanim says close your eyes. Sabanim says start jumping in a circle, like hopping around in a circle. Yep. Oh, Ava, have a seat. Did you fall? All right, and time. It looks like we have our winner on virtual. Congratulations, Mela. Let's give Mela a hand. She won our Sabanim says. All right, this time Miss Emma's going to lead this one.
Okay, I guess I am.
I'm bad at tricking you guys. I'm not so good either. All right. Stand at attention. If you stood at attention, then you're down. All right, I'm just going to hold this. Oh, okay, now we're starting. Sorry. Sabanim says jump in the middle stance. 2 punches. All right, Sabanim says 2 punches. Sabanim says jump front kick. Down to push-up position. Ooh, Sabi, I got you. All right. Sabanim says down to push-up position. Sabanim says do push-ups. Stop. Ooh, I didn't trick you guys. Okay, Sabanim says stand up. Sabanim says 2 jump front kicks. Sabanim says roll your hips. Sabanim says spin like a ballerina. I love it. Okay, stop. All right, Sabanim says stop. All right. Jump in the middle stance. Oh, I almost put myself there. Sabanim says jump in the middle stance. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. You can't laugh. Don't laugh. You laugh, you're out. Okay. Don't laugh. Okay. Okay. Sabanim says, no, I already said Sabanim says don't laugh, so you're down. Okay. Sabanim says, touch your toes. Touching toes. Sabanim says, do a butterfly round kick. Ooh. Woo. Fancy. Okay. Sabanim says, Sabanim says, look at Sewa. Miss Sewa, I'm so sorry. Sabanim says, Sabanim says, jump in the middle stance. 2 punches. Down to push-up position. Ooh, you're out. And I didn't even pronounce it correctly. Okay. Now it's down to Mela and Ava. Okay. Sabanim says Irish stance. Okay, Sabanim says 2 jumping jacks. Down in the push-up position. Time is it? Does this class end at 5:15? All right, we gotta find a winner. Sabanim says, I don't have anything. Sabanim says do a front kick. Sabanim says have a seat. Ooh. All right, we're just gonna stop it there. Ava and Mela are our winners. So let's give them a hand. Okay. And everybody go ahead and stand up. we're gonna bow out. So Grayson, do you want to bow us out? All right. Awesome. Facing me. The virtual students, Chediet, Gunye. Awesome. You guys are dismissed. Air high fives. You guys are also dismissed. Air high fives. Bye-bye. Have a good Christmas. Okay.
Merry Christmas.
You guys are going to have to log off. All right. Perfect. Okay.
Valia, Valia, I'm gonna keep letting you two do it. Valia, put the name off, and then maybe Michael will do it.
There's, let's say we have 8 people in class. There's 4 people who are red who can.
This is live on YouTube.
Yes. All right. And then Michael on the square next to your brother.
Yes, ma'am.
Ezra behind Grayson.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Virtual kids, can you hear me? Yes, no, maybe?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, awesome.
Ma'am.
So it is fun week. After our bowing, we're going to get warmed up, stretch, and do some fun kicks and stuff, all right? All right, quick bowing. Go ahead, face me. Steady it. Dylan.
Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
Hi, Mike. Hi, Grayson. Hi, Ezra.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi, Michael. All right, let's start with 50-5-0 jumping jacks. Go. Count on the tens. All right. When you're done, go ahead and go to the back of your space. If you have a very large space, don't be over dramatic. Just go back a little bit. All right. The next thing we're going to do is watching Miss Emma in this square up here. When I say go, she runs down, touches the front of her square, and runs back. But she runs forward back. So she runs forward, forward, and forward back. Just like that when I say go. All right? And by the way, this is a little race. So if you're on virtual, try and beat the kids in school. Kids in school try and beat each other. Ready, set! I got basically all of you. And go! Actually, let's do this. Ezra, hop one more square back. All the way until you're in the back of that square. If you're in school, you're running 2 squares forward. So Michael would run all the way up to the front line of that square. All right, ready, set, and ready, and go. You guys are so eager, so eager. All right, ready, and go. And go. Go. Go again. All right, this time when you run down, watching Michael, he runs down. When he reaches the end, he does 2 sit-ups and 2 push-ups. And then 2 push-ups. 1, 2, 2 of each. And then he runs back and says, done, ma'am. And takes, there we go. Ready, and go. It's still a race, by the way. Just 2 of each. Now, just a small tip. You can't say done, ma'am, while you're still halfway on the way back, okay? All right, ready, and go. All right, this next one is going to be mostly for my own entertainment. On the way down, you're going to sideways shuffle, watching Grayson. He sideways shuffles down. When he reaches the end, he does 2 sit-ups, 2 push-ups, and then he does 2 jumping jacks. And then he gives somebody an air high five from right where he is, anybody. Yep, and then he side shuffles back. And once he's there, he spins in a circle once, and then he's done. All right, so what do we do first? What's first? Ezra. Side shuffle down. What's after that? Michael.
2 sit-ups.
Good. What's after that? Grayson.
2 push-ups.
What's after that? Ezra.
Give somebody else. No, 2 push-ups.
Good. What's after that? Michael.
2 or give someone an air high.
And then Grayson.
Side shuffle back.
Yep. And then you side shuffle back. What's the last thing you do, Ezra?
Spin around in a circle.
Yep. All right. And go. Side shuffle down. Oh no. Oh no. This is just for my entertainment and fun. He did. Your back was turned. All right. Now this time, you can't air high five towards an instructor. You have to air high five someone else Out of the three of you. Ready, go! Oh no, Ezra, go back. You have to shuffle down. Brotherly teamwork. Give someone an air high five. Oh, there we go. Spin in a circle. This one. All right. All right. And time. All right, let's get started with our stretches. Go ahead, get back into the area you started in. All right. First stretch, everyone go ahead, sit down, put one foot in, one foot out. Yep, make sure that foot isn't under your leg, put it next to it. Reach up with both hands. And reaching down, trying to reach that foot with both hands. All right. Counting after Grayson in Korean. All right, go ahead, switch feet. This time counting after Ezra to 10 in Korean. All right, go ahead, spread your legs out wide for your middle splits. From here, reaching forward with both hands. Vincent, scoot back so I can see you. All right, counting after Michael, count to 5, buddy. All right, reach for your right foot. Count to 5, Grayson. To 5, yes, you're the only Grayson here. And reach for your left. Ezra, count to 5 for us. That's 5. All right, go ahead, everyone hop on up. Last thing we do before I free you for a drink of water, and then you're going to come back and do some fun kicks. Last thing, go ahead, start rolling out the wrists. Roll out the ankles. Since we're going to do some fancy kicks, I don't want you guys to roll anything weird. Roll out the hips. Put your feet together, get the knees. Yeah, roll the neck. Go both ways. All right, and face me. Forget. Dylan. Quick water break. Go. Run. Quick water break. You have like 30 seconds. Wait, no, I can use ball. Okay.
Hello. Thank you for holding tank. All right. So hello, everyone. Go ahead and stand up. I'll be nice. You don't have to hold plank while I'm talking. All right. Today we are going to do, it's a fun week, so we're going to work on some fun kicks. We are going to work on a very fancy kick, a butterfly twist round kick. So if you guys have a pad or a bag that you can use, I'm going to give you 20-ish seconds to go get it real quick. And if you don't, go ahead and hold plank and we'll do these kicks in the air. So I'm giving you 20 seconds, counting in my head. Awesome. And Vincent, do you have someone to hold that for you? Yes? Okay. Perfect. Perfect. All right. All right. So we're going to break down this kick. All right. Thank you, Steve, for holding plank. We're going to break down this kick. Have we all done a twist kick before? Just raise your hand if you've done a twist kick before. All right. Some of us have, I see. Some of us haven't. So we'll go over that as well. Raise your hand if you've done a butterfly kick. Awesome. So to start out, I'm just going to have us break down the kicks. So right now, I'm going to give you about 30-ish seconds to work on your twist kick. And watching me, I'm going to demonstrate a twist kick real quick. With a twist kick, it's almost like a front kick, except you point your toes and you twist your kick. So how I always do this is I always start with my front kick chamber, and you guys can stand up and do this with me. And then when I have my front kick chamber, I tilt it just a tiny bit. Did you see how I did that? Perfect. That's perfect, Finn. That's really good. And then I reach up and kick. It's like I'm kicking the inside of someone's head. So I'm going to give you guys about 30 seconds to do that, and then we'll switch sides. So go ahead and I'll give you guys some feedback. All right. So Vincent, it really looks like you're doing a round kick right now. I want you to work on your twist kick. You're doing a round kick, Vincent. Have you ever done a twist kick before, Vincent? No? Okay, so I want you to break it up into this few steps that I was talking about before. I want you to pick up your foot for a front kick chamber, twist it into your, like that way. And point your toes. Other way, Vincent. It's hard to describe this over the phone. I want you to twist it into yourself almost. So you have your front kick chamber. That's it, Vincent. Good. And point your toes. Now try that on the pad. Nice. That's it. Ooh, that was really good, Finn. All right, so Prisha, you're kind of doing a round kick. You're coming around. Instead of twisting your hips toward the pad, I want you to use your knee almost. Okay? So walk through the steps that I walked through before. Let me watch you one more time. All right, so you're still doing a front kick. So Prisha and anyone else who doesn't exactly understand this, I want you to do this with me, all right? So we start in our front kick chamber, and then we twist it almost like into ourselves, which is not a very good explanation. Other way, Prisha. Yeah, like that. Point your toes, and then imagine you have like someone's headgear or a pad, and I want you to lightly tap that. That's it, Prisha, that's it. Leela, can I see you do it? Better, but I want you to have more of a twist coming up and around. Better. All right. Now I'm going to give you time to try it on the other side. Nice. Okay. All right, so Leela, I want you to do this with me, okay, sweetie? So go ahead and bring up your front kick chamber and twist it. And then go ahead and kick up, almost like up and around. That's it, better. All right. Try to get 2 more in, and then we'll move on. Nice. All right, and time, everybody. So the full kick we're working on, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but the full kick we're working on is a butterfly twist round kick. So right now what I want us to work on is our butterfly twist kick, not adding the round kick. So everyone knows what a butterfly movement is, right? Yes, perfect. So, all right, everybody is just gonna do this with me actually. So jump in your fighting stance.
We're gonna do it really slow and then we can move on to doing it fast. Tap your back leg that you're gonna kick with. Tapping our back leg. We'll wait till everyone's tapping their back leg. Perfect. Now we're gonna bring this foot all the way around. Go ahead and do that. Just practice that, bringing that foot all the way around until we're in that weird twist kick chamber position. All right. So we're just practicing that first. We're spinning around, and that kick that leg that we use to propel ourselves is going to be the twist kick. But yes. So now I want you guys to try it fast. I want you to use that foot, spin around, and do that twist kick. Can you do that for me? Awesome. That's it, Finn. Good. Nice. You guys got it. Nice, Calvin. Nice. All right, and go ahead and switch sides. Okay. Sorry, guys, something happened. I'm not familiar with this computer. I did it. Okay. There, I can see everyone clearer now. Can you all see me? Hello. All right. Perfect. Sorry I left. I do not understand this computer, but I'm glad I'm back on. All right, so we're left off with us doing the just spin twist kick. So I want us to practice that for another 20 more seconds on the side that we haven't been practicing on. Can we do that? Thumbs up. Go ahead. Let's see it. That's it, Calvin. Oh, it's okay. All right, perfect and time. Now we're gonna work on the final kick. Twist round kick. All right, I think we all know how to do a butterfly kick, so we don't have to go over that. So we're basically gonna be doing what we just did, that spin, twist kick, but we're gonna do it faster. So we're doing a spin, twist kick, and then using that momentum to jump up, do that round kick. So watching me in fast motion, hopefully, I'm doing my twist kick. Sorry, it keeps logging me out. I'm sorry, but if you saw me, go ahead and practice what I was just telling you to practice.
I think you were frozen.
Can you say that louder, sweetie?
I think you were frozen when you were demonstrating it.
Okay, do you want me
you
to
froze
demonstrate
up.
it again?
Yes, please.
All right. Let's hope it doesn't cut me out this time. All right, I am great with technology, so thank you for putting up with me. So what we're doing is we're using that back foot to do that twist kick like we were just practicing, but we're gonna use that twist kick to propel us and do a round kick. So in fast motion, I do my twist kick, round kick. And the twist kick isn't gonna be this beautiful high kick because we're using it to propel our round kick. So just go ahead and give it a try, and I will see. Yes. Nice, Persia, that was really good. That happens, Calvin, we all fall down. Ooh. You okay, Calvin?
Yeah, I just stepped on a toothpick.
Okay, well, make sure you're okay. All right. We're going to give you 20 more seconds, and then we're all going to demonstrate individually. Give you some pressure. Awesome. And everybody, time. Go ahead and take a knee. And we're going to have everybody demonstrate one-on-one. So we're going to start off with Prisha. Prisha, can you show us your butterfly twist round kick? Beautiful. Let's give her a round of applause. Perfect. And then Vincent, can you show us your butterfly round kick? Nice. That was really good, Vincent. Good job slowing it down to make sure you have both kicks. All right, Apollo, your turn. Nice. Woo, fancy. Do you want to show us one more time, Apollo? Go ahead. Nice. Good job, Apollo. Let's give him a hand. That was really great. All right, Calvin, your turn. Oh, everybody's applauding and thumbsing up. Okay, that was new. Sorry, Calvin. I was distracted by all of the applause. You have to show me one more time because it was just that great that I didn't see it. Ooh, that was really nice. Applause, applause. Good job, Calvin. These kicks looked really great. All right, Finn, your turn. Ooh, nice. That was a really good kick, Finn. We're all applauding you, Finn. All right, last person, Miss Leela. Okay, Miss Leela, go ahead and show us your kick. Nice. I want you to try it one more time, and I really want you to focus on turning your hips on that round kick, but other than that, it looked really great. Show us one more time. Awesome. Let's give her a hand. And you guys can hear me okay, right? Perfect. Let me check the time real quick. Ma'am, what time does this class get out? All right. Okay. What I want us to do is I want us to practice that kick on the other side. So this is more difficult, not as fun. I can tell, Vincent. I know. So if you have that pad holder, go ahead and have them hold for you. Am I cutting out again? All right. So go ahead and practice that kick that we just tried on the other side, and then we'll show everyone, okay? Go ahead.
Ma'am? You're frozen.
Sorry, it kicked me out again. I will talk to Mr. Becks about this after this class. All right, but practicing it on the other side. Nice, Prisha. Woo! Nice job, Vincent. What time do you want me to end? What time do you want me to end? Okay. All right. Ooh, nice. Woo. Nice. You guys are doing great with this kick. You guys are doing good. We all fall down, but you guys are doing great. All right, and time, everybody. So we've worked on this kick a lot. I want us to try one more almost addition to this kick, and then we will work on another kick to end class. Sure. So what I want you guys to try, it's very difficult. I don't know if most black belts can do it, but doing your butterfly twist round kick, pulling that round kick chamber back, and doing an extra side kick. It's very difficult. It's an extra challenge for all of you guys, but I believe in you. You can do it. And then we'll work on one more kick after this, and then end with a fitness challenge. You guys are doing great. Go ahead. You guys are doing great. It's a very difficult kick. Nice, Finn. That was really good. All right, try to get 2 more in. All right, and time. Now this next thing we're going to be working on is actually one of my kicks from my rank sheet, but simplified. So we all know what a slide inside kick is. Simple, easy, fun. So I'm going to have us work on a reverse slide inside. So adults or pad holders holding the pad for your students. If you have a clapper pad, hold it down. If you have a body shield, just hold it close to your body. I think you know the spiel. So what I want you to work on is starting in that kicking position, landing, pushing onto your back leg like you would for a side kick, and then letting your sliding foot be light. So you're just turning around, doing your reverse side kick, and then slide it. Now it's important when we do a slide to stay on the ball of our foot. All right? All right. I'm just going to let you guys go free and try it out, and then I'll help you if I see anybody needs help. So go ahead and try it on your own. Then if you're great, we'll add some more things to it. Nice. That was really good, Calvin. Nice. Nice. You guys are all doing good. Now it's also important with this kick that instead of just like letting our shoulders and stuff fall forward, to really use our core to keep ourselves up. All right. All right. About a minute more of this, and then I will call on 2 people to show us this lovely kick. Nice. All right, and time. All right, I'm going to call on 2 people to demonstrate this for us. And those 2 people, well, the first person is Apollo. So Apollo, show us your slide in reverse side kick. Nice, really good job. Let's give him a hand. And now the next person I'm going to have show us is Miss Leela. Miss Leela, show us your slide in reverse side kick.
Nice. Let's give her a hand. All right. Now to end, I'm going to have us do a fitness challenge. And then hopefully if we have time at the end, we're going to end with a game. Because it's fun. We got to have some fun, right? So for the fitness challenge, I have 3 exercises for us to do. The first exercise is an ab exercise. It's one of my favorite exercises. It's V-ups or jackknives, whatever you want to call it. So watching me, I'm on my butt, laying on my butt, and my legs are straight and my arms are straight above me. I bring both of my arms and my legs up, try and touch, and then bring them down. I want you guys to do 15 of those. 15 of those. And then after that, I want you guys to do just normal push-ups, 20 normal push-ups on your knuckles going all the way down. And then after that, what I want you to do is some tricep dips on the ground. So watching me, I'll demonstrate those. You're in this weird like tabletop position, and instead of lowering your butt all the way down to the ground and just letting it set, I want you guys to really use your arms, bend your elbows, and bring them down to the ground. We're gonna do 20 of those. All right, go ahead. Nice, Finn. Nice. Keeping those legs straight. Oh. Krisha, make sure you keep those knees and legs straight and locked. Nice, Apollo. Keeping your head up, Calvin. Nice, you guys are doing great. Nice, and when you're done, go ahead and hold plank for me. Awesome. All right, nice. Holding plank when you're done, and then we'll end with something fun. Awesome. Everybody's holding plank, so everybody go ahead and stand up. We're going to end with a fun game of Sabonem Says. All right, take a deep breath, wiggle your wiggles out, and we're starting in 3, 2, 1. All right, Sabonem says jump into middle stance. Sabonem says do 2 push-ups. Sabonem says stay in push-up position. Sabonem says do 2 more push-ups. Okay, you can stand up now. I didn't get anyone. All right, Sabonem says stand up. Sabonem says jump really high and touch your knees. That was fun. Nice. Sabonem says roll out your hips. Stop. Ooh, Apollo, I saw you stop. Ooh. Sabonem says stop. Sabonem says spin like a ballerina. Sabonem says pick up your leg and hop. I got dizzy there. All right, Subonum says stop. All right, we have these people joining our Subonum says. All right, so hang on while we figure this out. All righty, Subonum says, put your foot up. Okay, you can put it down. Ooh. Oh, Ezra, you don't have your foot up, so you have to sit down. Oh, okay. All right. Miss Emma. Subonum says, look at the sky or the ceiling. Subonum says, do little arm circles. Looking at the sky. Subonum says, start hopping. Subonum says, spin in the circle. Looking up. Your Subonum says, still look up. I don't have to do this. Okay. Subonum says, pick up your other foot. All right. Subonum says, stop. Subonum says, touch your foot. Subonum says, look at Miss Sewa. Subonum says, down to push-up position. 2 push-ups, go. If you did push-ups, you had to be out. Subonum says push-ups. Subonum says stop. Okay, I realized I did that. Subonum says mountain climbers. Stop. Ooh, if you stopped, I think I saw Leela stop. So Leela, you're out. There's 2 minutes. This is hard. Subonum says stand up. Subonum says don't laugh. Don't laugh. Subonum says don't laugh. Don't laugh. Subonum says don't laugh. Oh, Ezra. All right. Subonum says. What can Subonum say? Subonum says. Get into a really bad middle stance. It's pretty fun. Subonum says, touch the back of your knee. I'm always listening to Yeah. Subonum says, 2 jumping jacks. Ooh, thank you. Say what? This is getting hard. Subonum says, I'm really bad at this. Why am I so bad at this? Okay, I'm out of time. So I guess we have a lot of winners. So everybody go ahead and stand up. Ezra, stand up. We're going to bow out. It was great seeing you guys. All right. Grayson, do you want to bow us out?
Let's just do a quick. All right, quick bow out, guys. Face me. Shut in. Young Air high fives. And you're out of here. Air high fives on virtual. And you guys are dismissed. Awesome job today.
Question.
What are you laughing at? For them?
here. Oh, okay. Where's mom? Where is mom?
How's it going, guys? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
I got some feedback. Were you getting feedback earlier?
It was really quiet.
Your feedback was really quiet, but you had feedback?
Yeah.
Oof, that's awful.
I know I can't call that now. Feedback as in like noise. Oh.
No, feedback is in like you hear exactly what you just said. That was
No, I didn't hear any feedback.
echo, something like that. Come on in, guys. Yeah, that's awful when like I'm hearing myself say the exact same thing I said a second and a half ago. All right, how's everybody doing?
Good, sir.
Good. We got a whole trio at home. Awesome. Good. So what I was planning on today was some weapon work, and I realized that Condell's, you might have all of your weapons here at the school. Is that about the long and short of it? Do you guys have any, even like old weapons from the ATA days? You got anything hanging around the house like that?
I think it's just the staffs that are at school.
Yeah, and you got everything else at the house. You got
think
money
so.
trucks and yeah. Well, cool. Well, let's do this after our warm up and after some of our technique work. We'll let you go into your weaponry, your weapon cache, and figure out what you want to work with today, because I think that's what we're going to focus on for the most part. Did you happen to bring your weapons today? Oh, you don't have any weapons? Say again? Yeah, did you bring those? You don't have any of those? Okay, and then I was just telling them for demo team, Mrs. Beck wants black, but the supplier's out of black, which is why you haven't received any yet. All they have is blue. Mrs. Beck's like, no, it's got to be black. I'm like, well, it's going to be 4 months before they get black. So we're trying to figure out what to do. That's why nobody has really received any. A few people have, but anywho, let's get started. Face the flags. Tabiat, Kuki Dehan, Chang Mei, Baro, Munyam. Baro, face this way. Tabiat, Chang Mei. Hello, everybody. So 25 just regular jumping jacks. Go. Hands are up. Legs are in. Legs are out. Breathe. Okay, right leg up, and you're going to do 15 hopping on one foot. And then the idea here, black belts, is to not let your knee drop, right? So you have to have that good core strength and hip flexor strength to hop up and down, but that knee stays right at belt level. 15, and then you can switch feet. You can switch feet the fancy way, and I think you know what I'm talking about, right? And then you can do 15 on the other side. Go! But make sure that knee is belt level. Don't let it fall. Don't let it droop. Don't let it spring down and up. 15 one side, 15 the other. This is going to help us warm up our muscles and our calf muscles and also our ankle joint a little bit.
Good, Jeffrey.
What happened to your foot?
Testing.
Oh, okay. Testing happened to your foot?
Yeah.
Be more specific.
I need to do a board break and I got a little quick find it.
In what way?
I hit underneath the board.
Oh, okay. So not like you broke the board and your foot scraped on the broken parts.
Yeah.
You just missed the board and hit the bottom of it. Ouch.
I remember
Okay.
that.
Yeah, Miss Condell says she remembers that. And just to give you an update, ma'am, it's not only really scratched, like a cat had a serious problem with her, it's also really bruised. So it's a good-looking war wound, ma'am. Okay. All right, jump in the middle stance, hands up like that. Yo! All right, so you're in your middle stance. Oh, let me get to where everybody can see. And this might be your comfortable middle stance here, but I want you to go to a little bit of an uncomfortable length level, and then hop up with the calf muscles. So you're using really the balls of your foot to lift up and then squat back down, back into your stance. Let's do 15 of those. So really easy dip and then a hop, but try not to bring your legs together on the hop. So we're not looking for like a jump here. You're just trying to stay in that middle stance posture the whole time. 15, go. Keep your toes forward, back straight. Remember, we're relying on our quadricep and hamstring muscles to get low into that stance, but we're really relying on our calf muscles and to some extent those shin muscles around the front of your shin to help lift up. Good, right hand out, left hand back. Ready, punches. Good, try not to wind up. The wind up is the aim. So just from here, pull straight back, push straight forward. Ready? Okay, check your stance, check your posture, make sure all 10 toes are facing forward, knees are bent and out. Ready? Good, let's keep our neck straight and our head straight. So try not to move your head around as you do this. It's almost like one of those, what did I see? I saw an owl. An owl. Somebody was moving the owl all around. They had it in their hand, and the head just stayed in one place. It was like gyroscopic. Keep your head steady and still. Ready? A few more. Oh. And kicking stance, hands out. Yeah. All right, number one front kick, just to warm up a little bit. So when I say warm up, watch the knee. Take care of your knee. None of our kicks should ever extend the leg out completely, right? And we don't want the knee to go to its farthest point. That's not going to be good in the long run or in the short term. So you won't be able to tell, right? That or that. It looks exact same. Okay, so don't overcompensate and do some sort of weird bendy kick. Don't revert back to bad technique. Just take care of the knee. Number one front kick. Looking for warm up, not power, not speed, not height. A comfortable kick for your first number one front kick of the day. Ready? Front leg. So I don't have to say it, but I will, is that this is a really easy kick to just keep that body weight on the back leg. And during that time, when you're waiting to do the kick, don't fully straighten your back leg, your base leg. It also should have a little bit of a bend in it. Okay, so you can put a lot of that weight on there. Ready? Switch feet. All right, so we're going to build off of that and do our number one front kick again. And we're purposefully going to put it down in the same place. And then when we put it down, we're going to shift sideways and hook kick. So we're doing really a lot of different body motion here. One, land and pivot almost on both feet, and then a number one hook kick. And trying to kind of recover from that hook kick, land in that same walking stance you're in that's so conducive to number one front kicks, and pivot with that base foot as you land that hook kick. So, just to kind of break that down a little bit more, we want to land the front kick as a front kick, pivot separately from the landing, do the hook kick, and then as you land, re-pivot back to our walking stance. Ready? Nice, Jeffrey. Net. That's it. And switch feet. So really a lot of work on the ball of the foot, whether you're pivoting or landing, obviously the front kick. Makes me so proud that you tore up your foot in Taekwondo, right? Thank you, thank you. All right. Net. That's it. I think I skipped one. Ready? That's it. Good, switch feet. Okay, so last kick to build off this combination. 1, 2, landing back in the same way. We're just trying to build off of it, followed by a number 2 front kick. So let's do it together. Ready? Number 1 front kick, land, pivot. Number 1 hook kick, land with a pivot. Number 2 front kick, landing again. All right, so it's getting all of our body movement working as we switch sides too. Ready? Head up. Good, nice re-chambering. That's kind of something that's really standing out to me right now. There. Good speed, Maxwell. That's it. And switch feet. Hey, keep those hands clenched. They don't have to be super clenched like you're trying to juice a lemon or anything, but they're a little, sometimes can be a little too relaxed. And when the hands and the fists and the fingers are relaxed, usually the wrists are relaxed, which I think is the main issue there. So keep those hands firm, but not to the point where you're gonna, squeeze all the blood out of them during the set. Ready? And then keep those hands in a very similar position throughout the whole segment. Set. Well done, black belts. Now. Oh. And shout, feet together. And let's do this. Push up position. And I want you to lift your right leg just slightly out of the air. Okay, try to avoid crossing it on the other leg because I want you to use your right hip flexor and part of that, right ab muscle area to lift and keep that foot off. If you cross it over, we just kind of dangle it and we lose that resistance. Let's do 7, and we're going to go 7 with the other leg in the air, so you can go right into the 7 on the left side. Go. So really allow your hip flexor and ab muscles to keep the leg in the air. Don't prop it up in any way or let it lean on your left leg. This is just a tiny adjustment that you can make to your push-ups that target, more important parts of the body that usually push-ups provide, which is mostly chest and shoulders and arms. This all of a sudden is engaging the lower parts that we work on a lot as well. Just a simple adjustment of lifting the foot off the floor. After that, let's go 7 more just standard push-ups. After your 21st push-up, jump your feet between your hands, lay back on the backs, and get ready for your sky crunches. So we're trying to keep our body in a line and not curving our body around. I'd like to put a little frame with my hands and look at the ceiling in between. If you have weights or if you wanted to jump up in the next 10 seconds and grab some weights, you can do that too. All this kind of resistance is really good for ourselves, especially as we're getting into a colder holiday season. We're sitting around, not as much Taekwondo. Adding weights is a good idea. Okay, you missed your chances, guys. Here we go. Ready? Head up. Go. Set. Net. That's it. That's it. You go. Yo. Out. Yo. Okay, try this. Cross the ankles and just lift the feet off the ground just a little bit. You may want to adjust what you're doing with your hands. And so you're just moving 10 more of your crunches from this position. So crunch, really not looking to go all the way up. Obviously, it's going to be really tough anyway. You can adjust your hands. Do whatever you got to do with your hands to make this a good crunch. 10 more on your own. Go. Make sure you're breathing out when you're sitting up. roll over onto your side when you finish those 20th crunch, that 20th crunch. 10 side crunches. So this is where our bottom elbow comes up and kind of kisses the top knee with a little bit of an elbow strike. And we make sure that you bend your knees in when you do this. And I think the hardest part of this is actually sitting your torso up. But if you're not sitting your torso up, you're really getting very little of this exercise. So really try to sit up and balance on your glute. Okay, 10 on each side. Go. Exhale as you sit up. Have that good form. Work on other challenging things like keeping your feet together and not letting them drift apart. I like to tuck one foot underneath the other one and kind of pull both with one. That's my style. Nice, everyone. Okay, when you finish, you can go ahead and stand up. And then if you're done and you're standing, wait in parallel stance, not around Hisagi. Okay, this is another good one with weights. There's advantages to doing, these calf lifts fast. There's advantages to doing them slow. And so I want everybody to go for 1 minute. And if you're going super fast, remember you're really activating a lot of your stabilization muscles and balancing muscles, because the more rapid fire you go, the harder it is to balance. Slower also works those in a different way. So let me put my timer on. Calf lifts. I want everybody to go as high as they possibly can. All right. And then I'm sorry guys at home, but if I walk over here and I can't reach, this is my everyday here. You guys are, I lift all the way up. I can't lift anymore and I can barely reach, but look, I can do it. Just barely turn the fan on. I'm all the way up on my tiptoes. So go all the way up, trying to reach something that's just there. And then when you lower down, don't touch your heels on the ground, but get very close. 1 minute. Ready? And go. Calf lifts. Don't stumble. This part of this is not losing your balance. Part of it is trying to move your feet in a way to get you as tall as you possibly can with as much stability. Don't roll your ankle and go to the side of your foot, or the blade of your foot, I mean. I know why you guys didn't go get weights. It looks like a booby trap area over here. All of you were like, that looks like a haunted house. I'm not going over there. So I'll take the time so there's no excuses. Second time I've hit my head there today. Okay. And time. Only 7 seconds over, just so you know, only 7. Okay, last thing we'll do standing is lunges, all right? And so I'd like for everybody to balance on one foot the whole time if you can. And then the relief that you get is when you step back and lunge and stand all the way up. And the reason for that is while we're standing back up on one leg, we're keeping that constant engagement of those muscles to protect that knee and build up those knee muscles. So you can put that foot down as you lunge back, stand all the way up, slight bend in the knee, so little that nobody can tell, and stay in there for just 1 or 2 seconds before moving on to the next rep. 10 on each side, 10 seconds if anybody wanted to grab any weights. Nobody's, oh, Fayu's moving. Emma. See, all it takes is one person. That's leadership at its best right there. Actually, leadership would have been like, all right, I'll do it if you do it. I'm waiting to see Jeffrey come up with his like second semester school books, like the whole stack of them, like 100 pounds. Okay. So if you've got a weight, which it looks like everybody's got something, try to hold it. Let's do this actually. We're gonna rack it. Everybody say rack it. Oh, don't be afraid. Say rack it. Okay. So that's gonna go on the shoulder, and I'm gonna hold it. Okay. So hold it with it. There you go, Jeffrey. I'm not sure. I'm not even. Yeah. There you go. Rack it, Jeffrey. Okay. Go back, lunge, and stand up. So whatever leg is down, that's the side your weight is on. So everybody here at the school has their hands tied with their weights in their right hand. So that would be your base leg. Your left leg would be stepping back. Okay, 10 on each side, go. Really work on the balancing. Step farther back, Mr. Wu, because your knee, when it bends, should be directly above the ankle. Turn your foot. Don't leave your foot out like that. Even if you feel like it's easier, it's not good for you. I think everybody in the school, at least, except for maybe Miss Park, could step back a little bit longer. We want to make sure your knee is directly over your ankle. It should not be going forward past it at all. Yeah, turn that foot every time, Advic. 10 on each side with your racked weight. Try to keep it attached to your shoulder. You don't want your elbow and your shoulder wobbly with weight. That's going to make your elbow and shoulder prone to injury. So really keep it still up there. Don't let it wobble. Nice, good step there. Everybody's got their own kind of style of what they do when they balance. You could even bring that knee way out in front. Like if you had an ankle weight, that'd be a good one. There you go, Advic. Okay, I'm gonna just start talking, but it's gonna take me a while to get to my point. So keep going if you're still working. If you have a fairly significant size weight, like I would probably say all the 8s and even the 5 are probably pretty significant, then I want you to be, we're thinking about shoulder press, and we'll talk about that in a second. If your weight is minuscule, okay, like I have a 10, and this might be a little heavy for me, but if I had an 8, I'd probably do it, but I want you going out this way. And everybody can try it, but the heavier the weight, the harder it is on your deltoid muscle. We don't want to, we don't want to offer any strains up to finish the year off with any ligament sprains, okay, or muscle strains. And so you can try both, but if you get to that forward, or you can also go sideways, it's totally up to you. That one's a little tougher. When you get to that one, go and feel it and see how far you can go. Even if you can only go this way, that's good. Engaging the core, like you're about to try, like you're almost going to take a punch. And so you'll go 3 of these, 1, 2, 3 out in front of you. And then bend the elbow. Everybody bend the elbow, especially those holding significant weight. And then bring it up this way. And then straight up and rotate out, down. So 3 of those. Shoulder press. So when you finish, make sure the weight is here instead of there, okay? And then lower and reverse, and then go back to your 3 shoulder out front raises if you can. Keep a tight attachment to your core and slightly bend the arm, okay? So 3 sets. So you'll go 1, 2, 3 out front, bend and shoulder press 1, 2, 3. That's 1 set. 3 on each side. Go. Try to bend your knees a little bit as you're doing this so it takes the strain out of any back. You don't want to absorb any of this weight stuff in the back. Try to have good, slow, proper control and good form. Again, we don't want the weight wobbly. There's just as much benefit to lowering the weight down as it is to pushing the weight up, just like a push-up. That's why we lower ourselves down and push back up pretty much at the same pace. So don't skip over the easy part, which is the lower. We want to keep that resistance. 3 sets on each side. Finish this up, put your weights away, and Condell's, this would be a good chance to look for some weapons to work with. What set are you on, Emma? Okay, so while they're doing that, and it's going to be a total guess, like a game show, what they come back with. Let's set to the back of your sword. So you can kind of see where the hand grip is, give you an idea of where you're supposed to be holding it. You're talking about that grip, the way you hold it. So when you hold this, very low control, and it's much out of your hand, and you're looking at it. And then there's no ability to run. I'll give you a run in a minute. You'll see on these molded levers, it'll be maybe a little slippery, maybe kind of where you're rolling,
Pirates. Right?
Last year we worked all nunchucks. Last year, before that, we were most of no weight. We worked with 40 years later. You want to know where you need. And something back about, your potato you're going to carry in the knife in the kitchen or kind of respect knives or back. Even if it's pretty hard to hurt something or somebody, it's possible. And it could definitely poke holes in the match. Okay? And so we're going to talk about making sure that we're not practicing tossing our weapons on the mat. So you're not going to we're trying to determine what sword, what way. You're always cognizant that you need to strike with a proper weapon. So that would be first things first. Just for style and understanding technique, you gotta know what a weapon is. Now this is a knife point, but it's also a blade. So there's a time where you'll use the weapon for pierce. There's other times where you use it to either hook or block or to slice. So you've got a very sharp edge here, traditionally, plus a very, very sharp point, and then you can use all the parts for blocking and more striking and stuff like that. And so let's see, they've got a whole set. see 3 commas. Great. You can, it looks like you guys are gonna have a kung fu party. It's a little impressive, I have to say. All right, kung fu party at the Condells. Just wear your favorite slip-on shoes. Cool, so let's use those, and Jeffrey's got some. Perfect. So, you know, I was a little bit of away from the microphone. It's been a while since we've held these in our hand. We're just kind of discussing the points and the blade, okay? So really the 2 main parts of it are the point and the blade. And so as we're working with these, we're really focused on how we direct those at our target, and they should never be coming back at us in any way, right? That would be bad form to hit yourself with a bladed weapon. And so I'm going to only demonstrate a few of these, and then I'm going to hand these off to Miss Park. But let's just start in our front stance, everybody, okay? And we'll just practice our slash strikes. And just like a lot of Taekwondo, we're trying to strike and then be able to stop. And so I went all the way through from collarbone all the way down to hip, but maybe you could just stop at the neck. And so you can slash all the way, but still stop. Left hand when you're holding something, or if you're right-handed, left hand when you hold something is doesn't feel as strong, doesn't feel as like you have as much control over it. And then you can do your horizontal strikes. So kind of our 1, 2, 3, 4 count almost, straight downs. And so we're just getting used to that strike. And then the big part of the speed and the snap of it, and I have to get a little close, is that I'm a lot of times allowing the weapon to be gripped in between my thumb and my hand. I can't make that kind of speed with just my shoulder and my elbow, and I need my wrist, and I need its own kind of motion. And so there's going to be a lot of that kind of stuff in order to be a faster strike, okay? And so I've given you kind of some things to warm up with, follow through or stop, and then the 4 sets, so really focusing on your weaker side to see how that feels, and then allowing yourself to kind of loosely flick the weapon into some of those strikes as well, okay? So you can kind of experiment with a little bit of that, making sure that the blade and the point are never, can I borrow 1? Thank you, ma'am, are never pointed at you. So if I go to rear back to strike and this thing is pointed straight at my head and I cut my own head off, you know, I kind of made it easy for the other guy. All right, go. The hardest part of controlling this weapon is when you finally flick it to its final executed position. A lot of times the handle will roll in your hands, which is why we want to have a good grip on them. Miss Park's, the one she's using, aren't cylindrical handles, so it's really hard for them to roll. It's a really nice weapon. I want you to kind of picture where you might be piercing or slashing. So when you're striking with one hand, you should always have that other weapon in a guard position. And that guard position will change, but very, very, very few times will that be down here by your side. So it should be up here or even in front of you, almost like you're about to punch at the chest level. Commas, you know, still today are a farming tool. So a very practical weapon, not like a nunchuck, but there's no other use for it. Feeling that kind of flick, yeah. It is weird. Every time I do it on my left side, I think, ooh, that needs work. Okay, may I borrow yours, please? Okay, so let's move on to some more combination movements. And so if we think about our knife in high block upset, knife in strike from Teguk Sajang and for many of you Tebek, they're kind of happening at the same time. And remember that you're comfortably using the blade to hook the attack, right? Because your fingers are very much at risk of getting hit too. And so you're really trying to hook and use the blade in an outward motion instead of an upward motion, if that makes sense. If Miss Park is doing kind of a slowish, straight down strike and I go straight up, it's very likely she's going to hit me here. So I'm going to try to come around this way and rely more on the hook. And in some ways, it's a lot like a hook kick, where you don't have to be totally precise in sparring. You just kick at them, and you're going to get them, or you'll get close to it. And so this kind of has this outward hook as a block. And then I'm going to come in and aim for a strike right here at the base of the neck. So I'm using now more rotation in my strike, trying to get at a good angle, so that that weapon is actually pointed down instead of at, because I'm trying to pierce, and so you have to roll forward quite a bit. So work on that strike and block, and let's do it on both sides. One high block, one strike, and then reverse it on the other side. And then the idea here is that your right side looks the same as the left. It's probably never going to feel the same, but if you can point that striking point of the weapon in the exact same place, no matter if it's your right hand or left hand, that's what we're going for, even if it feels different. And if you're kind of trying to figure out where you're going, if you look here at the skull, you're trying to hit right in the base of the neck, and you need an angle to do that. Not horizontal, not vertical, you need a diagonal. Step forward each time. You can step forward, step back, so I want to incorporate some footwork here. Feels weird, doesn't it? It's that was, so going to bring that out. It's going to come across like an outer forearm block. Yeah. Make sure the striking hand or the striking weapon comes in at a diagonal. This class ends at 50 or 55? Does anybody know? Sorry? Ends at 55? Perfect. Probably we will start on Friday, January 8th, I think it is, or the following Friday. It'll be either the first or second Friday we're open. We'll start training Thomas. But this is the first time we've brought him out in years. So you 7 are the first ones to get it. Oh gosh, there's an old memory. Okay, let me borrow those. I thought you meant like the weapon had a fingerhead. Okay, all right, we'll come back to that. And so let's work just a little bit of style. And so forward, circle forward, a lot like we would do just a stick really. And so it's a circle forward and then strike. So I allow that weapon to be held between my hand and my thumb, and then I finish with that flick. Now, everybody who has different types of weapons, different shaped handles, grip, no grip, is going to experience a difference in this. But it's going to be something that, because I think, yeah, you guys have those cylindrical, and they're kind of Yeah, they have that grip. I remember those. And so those have a nice ability to, this one's a little sticky. So you really got to use more wrist, whereas they probably don't have to use as much wrist. If you don't use wrist, you don't get that full circle. And so you can go one side, circle forward and strike, circle forward and block, or in the block guard position. Circle forward, strike, circle back, and just guard position. You can go doubles or twins and back. And so just allowing that weapon to kind of spin. And certainly for the strike, that spinning and dipping and circular roll creates a little bit of extra momentum. Thank you, ma'am. A little bit of extra speed, a little bit of extra force. So that's why we might do that. There you go. I would hold a little more in the middle of those advents. So we want as much of a full circle as possible. And that might be, yes, ma'am. That might be more bend in the wrist. That might be the elbow has to, the elbow has to come in a little bit here in order to get that full circle. Try circle forward, try circle back. That would have been coming back into that position. Let me have your left one. So if you drop it this way, that's like bringing it back. Think about going forward, letting it roll to the outside, and then strike. So for anybody with cylindrical handles, round handles, your blades, I just used Miss Emma's again for the first time in a couple minutes, and that blade is constantly, I remember about the ones that you guys at home are using. I remember using those and how those blades, I always had to adjust them. So having a handle kind of like these red and black ones, really you're always in control of where those blades face. That's the hardest part of those. Say again, ma'am? Yeah, let me have one of them. Okay. And so it's easier for me to start it low or to start it outside, but I want to come and it's going to roll to the outside. So it's not a strike going forward. Yeah, just like that. It's just, to me, that's the easier one because it just, all you do is end it in this position instead of having to finish it with a strike. Try the left hand.
I don't know.
The backwards, what, ma'am?
So basically all you're doing is kind of doing a little twist around your,
Yeah.
this part. Yeah.
That's really what I'm doing is I'm just twirling it.
Okay. It's not like an untrick where you throw it up.
Yeah, and it's not a wrist roll where you're letting go of it. Let me borrow one of those, sir. So they're going backwards. Start it down. Yeah. And as you do that, just close your elbow and bring it up into a guard position. Make sure it's always coming back towards you and always on the outside of your arm over here, Advic. And then the hard part, it's easy to just kind of do it. And then you get back here and your blade's facing and your point's facing the wrong way. Yeah. Make sure the fist is facing out, almost like you're ready to punch somebody. Yeah, there you go. And remember, it's not a strike. You're going forward sometimes. This comes up and we just bring it back. So as you're moving, yeah, there you go. There you go. Oops, sorry. Okay, so let's put some moves together. And this isn't anything, this is just happening just as I'm thinking of it. So it's just an idea of some other movements. And so we'll be in our ready position, which I'm sure we can develop a million of these different types of ready position. Let's bring both weapons back and do our twin inward strike at that angle. Okay, and then I'd like for everybody to kind of pull. So you reach out and grab, all right? And so at home, I strike and then I kind of reach out. You can see where my blade is facing and pull. But you don't want to pull towards you too much, right? Because you're just going to pull and end up petting your own arm. So I want you to pull, strike, pull away this way, and then it rotates as you strike down here, almost like a supported downward strike. So let's do that again. Strike, reach out, grab, hook, and pull away, let go of it, and then strike, Good. Shift now into a middle stance. And then it's like a twin, and I'm kind of trying to point those back behind me. And then turn one more time so that you're facing away. Now your right foot is forward, and do the same thing. Twin strike. The right hand reaches out as it pulls the target in, roll it away, strike. And then let's finish with that kind of middle stance twin strike. And then we'll just start again after that. So we're just trying to do the same thing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And thank you, ma'am. So just trying to go back and forth. You don't have to do any stepping. It's pivoting. It's the subtlety of reaching out, grabbing that target and pulling them in with your own hook and blade. Keeping that hook and blade away from you, not getting it too close to you. Working on that precision, the snap, the speed, blade angles. Doesn't matter what part of the form you're in, as long as it's the same strike, those blade angles are identical, consistent. Just because you can horizontally strike on that outward twin strike with horizontal blade position with your right arm doesn't mean your left arm can do it. Might feel natural with one side, then you look over to your left and your blade's pointed at an angle. About 2 more reps each, and then we'll bow out for the day. Advic, if you'll bring yours up first and show everybody how to do it. Just use the holes that are closest to the base. Just hook them through there. That's it. All right, sure. Cool. Great job, everybody. We'll close it out there. Uh-oh, we're frozen. You're frozen, not us.
Everybody's frozen.
All right. Condell's got a little frozen action, but that's pretty much all we're doing. So if you can still see it.
I'll hear you. Or if you can hear us, we can hear you. Oh. Hey, that's me.
Oh, there they are.
Hey.
Okay, we're bowing out. Nice job. You didn't miss anything. We were just putting our weapons away. All right. Well, it's nice to see it's such a collection of weapons. Now we know that you guys have lots of options for at-home weapons training. And looks like you got 3 of everything, so that's even better. All right, let's face the flags. Sure. Kaya, kukidihan, kami. Paro, munyan. Paro, face front. Kaya, kami. Sir. And then you guys at home have to Wi-Fi, you guys here. Ready? Wi-Fi, go. Oh, I think we can do better than that. Ready? Go. All right. Good job. Bye, kitty. Hello, sir.
Where's everybody?
They're over there chatting. We just finished the black belt class.
Oh, okay.
And I lost connection with my microphone, so I gotta repair it, I guess.
And you're frozen.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. I can hear you too. All right, let's line up. 1, 2, 3. Why don't you go over there for you or whoever it is? No, I'm sorry. Emma over there. 1, 2. Colin here. Harley. How are you tonight, Harley? Good to see you. You're right there. Mr. Serrano's at home. Cool. All right. Okay, face the flags. I am Emma's speech from earlier is wearing off on me. I heard that, by the way. Okay, here we go. Sadat, Kukidehan, Changne. Paro, Munyam. Paro, face front. Sadat, Changne. All right, hello everybody. 30 jumping jacks. Go. 30, all the way from 1 to 30. How it works.
10, sir. 20, sir.
Okay, we did these last class. Mr. Wu, show us your jumping jacks on one leg. Okay, and so really he's not jumping, he's just lifting off the ground. His knee stays at his hip level the whole time. And so try not to allow that thing to bounce up and down or let it sneak down. 15 on each side. Go. There you go. You want to leave the ground just a little bit, and that helps you stabilize and keep your balance as well. That leg stays in the same position, and maybe your hopping foot stays in the same position too, or maybe not. Maybe you're purposely kind of jumping back and forth, side to side. One left, right, left, right, left, right. Cool. All right, everybody, kicking stance, hands up. All right, we're going to do our leg swing, but I'd like everybody to kind of rotate their foot outward to get a little bit of an extra deep bend or a deep pull. And so don't turn the hips and try to do it this way. Keep your hips totally forward as if you're just doing a regular leg swing, but your toes just point out to the side just a little bit. Okay, the biggest thing is if you're doing this, that's something totally different. That's probably going to hurt the back more than stretch the legs. And so 10 outward kind of flex toes leg swings on each side. 10 on your own. Go. Keep your hips pretty well forward. Try to straighten your leg and keep it straight the whole time. There's no bend in the knee. Okay, everybody's in their front stance when you're finished? All right, this is gonna be a little odd at first, but just help me through here. So put your right fist out in front and then kind of turn it like you've just done a back fist forward, okay? Or it's more like a high level momtong maki. And so you're gonna bring that elbow closed and let it scrape through past your rib cage and then open it up as a strike behind you. So on Bob, if he's standing behind me, okay, and grabbing at me or pushing me around or just comes up too fast, I'm starting here and striking very like a very much of a pendulum swing with my shoulder, but not a pendulum swing with a straight arm. So I'm still using my bicep, still using my elbow, the flex and the opening, and doing a hammer fist. I'm striking with the part of the hand that's on the bottom of the pinky. Coming around, okay? And then so without that pad behind you, and we'll do that in a minute, just try to find that stop position. And don't pop your elbow. Use your muscles, your tricep muscles and your bicep muscles to allow your arm to open, but keep a little protection on the elbow. That's about right. Watch this for those that can see. That's totally straight. That's too far. Right about there, and I used my forearm muscles and my upper arm muscles to stop it, okay? So we're gonna always start here, hip rotation, back, and strike. Ready? Loud kicks. Ready? Good. Good. I want everybody looking over their shoulder, and if you close your right eye, you couldn't see it. So you couldn't see the target. So you should be able to see down your arm just out of the corner of your right eye. So I still want you looking a little bit, okay? Not totally blind. Looking actually allows your hips to turn to that right position to get power too, for striking somebody sneaking up behind you. Ready? Set! There! That's it! That's it! Good, switch feet. All right, this is where it's gonna seem really weak because, or for maybe if you're right-handed, if you're left-handed, this might be your favorite. Still wanting a good technique though, all right? Don't try to compensate for your, the feeling of you're not as dexterous on your left side and you're like, oh, it's not as strong. Don't try to make it stronger, try to make the technique better because both things are at risk of happening on our weaker sides. Is that one, it's gonna be weaker power-wise. Two, it's not gonna be as much control. So work on the control first. Don't just try to make it harder and stronger because then your technique is just gonna go out the window. And that's true for everything on your off side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, and Barrow. Okay, let's do this. Miss Emma, would you mind working with Harley on this one with a kicking shield? Let's put you two on the front row together, and Raymond, come up and grab a kicking shield. You and Colin are gonna be here together. Mr. Serrano's rolling his bag out as we speak. Fine, I know you don't want your help. Okay, so let's hit our partners. How fun is that, okay? And so notice how Miss Park immediately puts her right foot forward because my right foot is back. Obviously, if she had her left foot forward, I'd have a hard time stepping, okay? And so as we're learning this technique, that's good. All right, if we were trying to apply this technique, and as we learned it more and we're getting more proficient with it, we've broken some boards with it, and we've tested our accuracy and our aim and our power, then Miss Park should put her foot anywhere she wants because on the streets, protecting yourself, there's no rules, all right? Somebody sneaks up behind me and they have their left foot forward and I go, do you mind switching feet before I hit you? Thank you. You know, you got to be able to do it no matter what, right? I'm going to hit you. Switch feet. Work with me, okay? And so working here and trying to aim. There's a reason that the pads here have that crosshair. Try to do it. Try to look. Try to find that crosshair every single time. Use your forward momentum to gain that potential energy and then push off that front foot to harness it into the kinetic energy. Okay, let's do 10 good ones. All right, if you're not happy with it, don't count it on each side. Go. Lean forward, and then really push back as you strike. There you go. Have you switch feet for me, Harley? And then you switch feet too, ma'am. There you go. So because your back leg is closer to the target, that's going to allow your left hand to hit even harder. So left hand strikes here. Push forward, push back. Okay, Mr. Serrano, next one we're going to do is we're going to do that same strike. Oh, we're going to stay in our position. We're not going to roll through it. We're going to make sure we get a solid hit before we pivot, and I even have to maybe step a little bit, roll around elbow strike. Backwards hammer fist, follow through elbow. And so feel like the rotation, the step, the pivot, and then we can start to kind of roll it into a combination. Okay, sir? You're going to be a little ahead of us, so you can just kind of work on that. All right, sir? Cool. Raymond, how about you strike for a minute? Lower the pad a little bit for your sake. There you go. The second degree break, right? There you go. Keep that thumb there. Don't let it slide up here. Well, let me borrow that pad for a second, ma'am. Let me have you wail away on it.
Okay.
Switch feet.
Yep.
Uh-huh. There you go. Good. Lean forward. Almost come up on the tiptoes of your back foot. There you go. And then drive at me. There you go. Push everything. There you go. Let's feel the fun side. Oh boy, the fun side. Makes you feel like a beginner again, doesn't it?
Yeah.
On target. There it is. Closer. There you go. Okay, time. All right, so let's add the second one. If you have a pad, just go ahead and put it down now. Second one is going to follow up with that first one. We're going to do that strike again. We're not going to do as many repetitions. Okay, and then we're going to use our left elbow and come around and do our strike. And so this would classify not picking on somebody my own size. Or actually, if he's picking on me, he's still not picking on somebody my size. So let's make this a little bit more realistic. You know, Bob's pretty tall, right? He can get pretty tall. When I put him at my own height in training, I'm like, oh, I'm supposed to kick all the way up there? Okay. So when somebody is your height, you're obviously not hitting them in the belly, are you? Right? So I'm not going to do this too many times because I'm going to get tired of hitting too low, but I'm going to come around with my hammer fist low to the groin there, and then follow to the face, to the nose, elbow strike. And what I was just talking with Mr. Serrano about is get the first one down before you begin that pivot, because you're going to have to adjust your feet a little bit. Very few of us are going to be able to strike and then pivot without stepping, because we need that foot to step through in order for our hips to turn and in order for us to be stable. Last thing you want to do is not take advantage of a good situation, and you have this second strike coming up, and then you've thrown yourself off balance. So you might have to move your feet. So we go 1, 2. We want to build up to create a little bit more of a combination out of it. We have to slow it down first in order to feel the steps and how one leads into the other. Okay? All right, let's take out the pads and get to work again. Yes, sir. You're muted. I muted you. Sorry. You're muted. I missed all that.
Is that supposed to be a groin or a stomach?
This depends on how tall the person is, I guess.
Because if you're hitting in the groin, they're coming down like this. They're gonna get hit
Maybe.
on the top of their head.
Maybe. Or who knows what they're doing, you know? Maybe they could be stumbling backwards. They could be jumping on your back. So the important thing is to be fast. Even if they were hunched over, 1, 2 before they get down too low, you know?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you're right. They could be that way. Yeah, hit the top of the head with the elbow. That doesn't sound fun.
Okay.
And so something else, Mr. Serrano, you could kind of train with is 1, 2, upward, right? If they were hunched down, that's where that upward comes in. Yeah, go ahead and hit the pad. If Raymond can take it, just don't hit Raymond. Yeah, you're gonna have to raise the pad the second time. And so what I mean like this is, okay, turn that way. All right, go, palm, elbow. Yeah, so just kind of use the pad so he can actually hit it. Yeah, and then get a little closer, because that forearm is a good strike, right? But it should also be able to push away. And so if I point my elbow at it, I don't have that pushing. Great, time. All right, let's add the last thing. So if you didn't get much of a chance, you hang on to the weapon so the other person's getting their chance, or however it works. Okay. So I got this weird screen thing going on today. So all of this is very much a close quarter exercise. Who's that? That's crazy. Lose your toes. Okay. And so 1, to back them up, get them a little distance. 2, and reach and finish with the knee strike. And so allow that elbow to follow through so that you can grip onto something. On the pad, it's the shoulder of your partner or it's the pad itself. Follow up with a knee strike, okay? One more time. I lost my own. 1, 2, 3. All right? If that doesn't do it, then just run away and go get help, okay? Go. Good, so switch feet if you don't mind there, Colin. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. You had it right. Did you? No, dude, switch feet, and then your foot needs to go over there. There you go. There you go. Let's see it, sir. I'm not sure how that works on the Sentry bag. Yes. Can you reach back there? Is that too much to reach? Yeah, too far. You need like suction cup hands. Octopus tentacles. Take two. One, two, three. Good. Excellent. Let me have you do it a couple times. Switch feet.
Yep. Keep wanting to step back. One, and then step, elbow.
Mm-hmm. Grab the shoulder, knee. Good. Because you didn't get to do the elbow part, did you? Good. Now boom, boom, boom if you can. Good. Roll with that shoulder even faster. I mean, yeah, not the shoulder. Yeah. Switch sides to the front side.
Front side.
Guess I should switch. Nice. At least it's the strong leg side for the elbow.
Yeah.
Good. Let Harley go a couple more times. Have you gone yet?
Yes.
Okay. That leg. Boom. That's the leg that comes around. Yeah. So it's going to come around almost like a round kick. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Okay, one more each. Let's see it. Make it your best one. Boom. That looked like the best one. All right. If you've got a partner, face them. Chariat, Kangne. All right. Oh, we got one more. Chariat, Kangne. Great job, everybody. Pads away. And high plank or push-up position. In your squares. All right, we did this last black belt class. I just want everybody lifting their right leg just barely off the floor, and don't cross it over the other one. Don't touch it next to it. So that leg, your core, your hip flexors, your back muscles, your glute muscles, all of that of your right leg has to keep that foot off the floor for the next 15 push-ups. Go. When you finish with that 15th push-up with your right leg in the air, put it down, 15 more with the left leg in the air. See what you can do to get that chest closer to the ground. Sir, if you can scoot forward a little bit more. You're kind of training in two squares at the same time. 15, thank you, sir. Nice, awesome, Colin. Good, Harley. Coming to a close of 2020. Throughout an entire year, you're surely to have set some goals, whether they were fitness related or I'm going to do this every day related, or now's the time. You got another week and a half left of 2020 to kind of look back and reflect. Maybe you wrote those goals down somewhere and you forgot about them. Go back and look and use that as your kind of guidelines for setting some new goals, and then tell people around you what your goals are. They'll help you. They'll ask you sometimes. Okay, jump your feet up between your hands, lay back down for your crunches. Keep your back and your neck straight on your crunches. Don't curl up and look at your feet. Always look up towards the ceiling. That's the best way to keep that neck straight. 25, go. Good, eyes up, chin far off your chest. Chin is nowhere near your chest. Good, try to keep your feet on the ground. If it's hard to do that, then I like what you're doing, but then go flat, Harley, and then sit up with both. But if you can do it flat. That's good too. And then don't tuck your chin. Raymond? Yes, sir. Look over there and he's trying to touch his chest with his chin. It's like, no, not like that. The other thing. Okay, when you're finished, stand up. Left leg up, a lot like we were about to start those one leg jumping jacks. And you're going to bend, squat down, touch the ground next to your foot, and then stand back up. And so use your legs as much as you can on this, because I think everybody can pretty much just reach down and touch the ground, right? And that doesn't require much. So really try to keep your back straight. And you get closer to the ground because your base leg is doing all of the work. All right, eventually you're gonna have to bend over a little bit, 10 on one side, 10 on the other. Try not to put your other foot down at all in those 10, okay? Don't do one and reward yourself, right? That's not a cause for a reward. You reward yourself at the 10th one, okay? Go. But don't do like the new 4-year-olds when they come to class and they fall down. Like, no, if you're gonna fall down, just put your foot down. Good, excellent, Harley. This is a fun one with a weight. You reach down, pick up a weight, reach down, put the weight back, stand up without a weight, reach down for the weight again. Next Tuesday, you guys have to do my special workout. Next Tuesday, it'll be emailed to you. Make sure you do it. That's a squat. Okay, I'm not sure what happened there. Okay, last one. If you got here in the class, we're gonna come over and get a clapper pad, and let's change the partners up a little bit. Let's go, Sewa, if you don't mind working with Harley on this one. Grab a clapper pad, take it back to her. Raymond, come up, grab a clapper pad, and Emma, come over, grab a clapper pad. And so we'll have a partner drill on this one. Mr. Serrano, this is just a burpee exercise with some fancy partner work. So really, what we're trying to do is that when I finish my burpee, go ahead and hold the pad as high as you can, as if I'm gonna do like a jump out or pressing kick or something. I do my burpee. That's not very high. Okay, try to hold that pad as high as you can, all right? Good luck, Raymond, okay? And so hold that pad up, so when your partner finishes their burpee, they're having to reach up for the sky, okay? Oh, hello, Bob. Okay, 10, go. Oh my gosh, Colin, that's awesome. Need to go get a chair for you, Raymond. That's okay. No, you have to jump too, Raymond. You have to jump too. There you go. Ooh, touching the ceiling. Not here, at home. Just 10, not 1,000. Colin likes to double everything, is that right? There you go. Make her work. Oh, that's too easy still. Come on, Raymond, you got it. Good. Oh, he's still going. There's always one more with that guy. Okay, face your partners. Let's take a well-deserved break, put the pads away, and we'll work on some step away kicking, some step away kicks, number 4 kicks, fade away kicks. Ms. Park, I'm gonna have you doing some of that number 4 kick work with Harley, if you don't mind. Kind of getting all understanding a little bit of how we need to create space sometimes in order to kick. So back in your squares, and then we'll kind of introduce this exercise here together. And looks like we lost Colin. He went out to do some more burpees in the parking lot. So still kind of working off this proximity exercise where somebody's stepping up too close, or they've even grabbed, or you could easily be facing them too. Which Harley, we're going to work, Miss Park's going to work with that one, is you're too close and you just kind of step out of the way and get some space and then kick. And so for everybody else, we're going to be working a turn because we were in this position here. And now we're going to work on just a stepping away and kicking, step, turn, kick. And we'll kind of graduate that up as we need to. But the idea simply is taking a step away to get some distance. And if they follow you, take another step. And so you can always create distance just as much as that other person can close the distance. Actually, this close is a little safer than that punching close. It's really hard for somebody to throw a punch, a knockout swing punch from this close. But as you step away, it's coming, or it could be coming. And so that step away isn't just, hey, I'm just going to step away and get some space. Is when you're moving away from somebody, like I said, you're a little safer here. Are they going to grab you? They could. Are they going to hit you or punch you or they kick you? They could. But they're definitely out of options of grabbing you. And so they're going to revert to kicking, and that's when it's going to be the most powerful. So that step away, you have to be aware that you're passing through a very dangerous proximity zone to your opponent here. And so it's got to be done carefully and it's got to be done quickly. And so, ma'am, if you'll take whatever pads you want over there and just kind of building off that same concept with Miss Harley, let's have Fayu, how about you work with Mr. Raymond on this one, and ma'am, coming over here, work with Colin. Yes, ma'am. You know, we can practice the 3 basic ones if you'd like. So I'll throw a kicking shield over to you in just a second, but stay close to us. Don't go too far. Cool. And then, yep, Serrano, you got this. So Serrano, you got a lot of options. The one I really wanted to work on was like a jump, fade away, turning hook kick. That's not the one in the cards for you with your pad. You can do the same type of kick, and we're going to build up to it with side kick. And so if we're doing hook kick here on the clapper pads, I want you up doing side kick. Good sparring kick too. So essentially you're doing a jump 360 side kick, but instead of the jump 360 side kick going all the way forward, it's more like a jump 180 side kick. So I'm gonna jump and turn and kick behind me. And so that's what we're gonna, did I say clapper pad? Let's start off with a kicking shield, please. Okay, so just kind of the foundation of this kick is a step away. All right, I was here in striking distance, and then for whatever reason it's changed, or I'm changing the plans altogether. So take a step away with the foot that's closest to your opponent. Just take a step away, look over the opposite shoulder, and throw your side kick. All right, and then so a good one is that step away turn, and I can't pivot very well on my right knee right now, but that hook kick. But again, let's all start with this one because it's a little bit better way of getting the understanding of the movement. Step away, turn, and kick. Okay. If he stepped toward me, then obviously I'd have to take a little bit more of a step. And, you know, if that person is standing right here and that pad is next to you, especially if you're here working with a partner, feel it. Because if I step away and he follows me, I'll be able to feel it because he's kind of kept that connection. I can use that kind of push backwards in order to keep him in one place, this turn and kick. So very simple, step away, side kick, almost like a turn side kick. Let's try that a few times. Go. And then let's just reiterate something here that I don't really want to do a turn too much. I almost want to just keep walking afterwards. So I'm going to step and almost do like a donkey kick and then keep walking. So my back is always going to try to be towards my opponent. I don't want to really face him on this kick. Okay, go. Colin, let's align a little bit different. So come over here. So she's in a left front stance. There you go. And you can kind of put your elbow on the pad to feel what it would be like if she moved with you or you were, and then, but step away, turn, then kick with that left leg. There you go. Yeah. And just for this exercise, come over here. There you go. Okay, let's go 3 more each, and then we're going to switch partners. Let the other person go. Okay, real quickly, there's a couple ways that we can see doing this, and I think as Taekwondo students, you know, our most common thing is switch feet. There you go. Our most common thing is to step and plant, right, and to really like get a good base, and that's good. But let's see if we can make it a little bit more of a walk, of a walk. And so when I take that step, don't assume that you're just going to sit there and plant and just hold your ground. This is a kick and walk away. So I step and I have to bring that leg into this kind of modified chamber very quickly in order to continue my step walking away. So you'll see that looks, I'll do it one more time, that looks very different than stepping, planting, chambering, kicking, doing the full thing. So it's just boom, walk away, okay? More of a back kick, yeah, more of a like I'm gonna walk away no matter what, but I'm just gonna kick you while I'm doing it. So kind of a step away. Let's go with that, with a new partner or a new kicker. Kind of keep your knee down. It's almost like you're running, like a front kick chamber rather than a side kick chamber. Good, Harley. Nice body position. Good rotation. Okay, time. All right, we're going to keep that same kicker, and then let's add a little bit of a quicker move here. And so step, Obviously, one happens before the other one, but let's kind of do this like a jump front kick, except it's a jump back kick. And I'm going to have a little trouble doing this right now, but I'm going to make a little bit of a stutter step or a skip step. It helps get this foot off the ground and to the target faster, and it gets me out of the way faster. So don't take me too literally when I say do a jump front kick, because we never want that knee way out in front of you. You want this leg to kind of stay in the same position and just go backwards, okay? So it's just, as Emma said, it's a back kick. That's all it is. We're going to do this on a board break in a little while. Go. Which leg's kicking?
Mine.
Okay. Kick, and then use that to propel as you keep walking forward. Okay, switch partners if you haven't already. See where you're at here. Lift that left knee, and then I want you to keep leaning forward and jump and kick at the same time. So you actually will have, so from the back, before you land that left foot, lift up that kicking leg. So switching feet. So you're kind of stepping, landing, and then kicking. Before you land that foot, see if you can get that kick off. So it happens quickly. Yeah. Really going right back towards your pad holder. Let's see it, sir. Let's see the fade away. Nice. I like it. I like how you're kind of crossing in front of it in order to aim better. Let's see one more. Yes. Okay, time. All right, everybody face each other. Thank you, Ms. Park, for helping out with Ms. Harley. Tariat Tangne. Pads away. Well done. Back to your squares. Back to your dots. Faye, you still here? What time's this class end? 45. Okay, to the back of your square, and then Miss Emma, you can come to the corner. Okay, I want to finish with your form. Okay, the form you are currently at. If you haven't learned it, I got a new form for you, Colin. I think maybe not. We might be working. No, we got a couple new forms. So if you hadn't learned it yet, just keep working through that. And then Miss Harley, you and I are going to work a little bit of just stepping into a stance, right? Going from a front stance to another front stance, and then just kind of coordinating like we did that one time between our left and our right side. Chumbi, for your form. Okay, I want you to do the first half, and it doesn't have to be exact, but I want you to do the first half 2 times before you do the second half. Okay, so you're going to go through what you think is about halfway through your form, and then start it again. And then I want you to do your second half. I want you to do your second half 3 times, and I want you to start from that last move that you had previously finished on. Does that make sense? And I want you to go from there and finish the half of the form, and treat it like it's the beginning of the form. Treat it like you have all this energy, and you're a little, maybe you have a little nervous that it's like it's finally started. Even if you're just doing it by yourself, sometimes I feel like there's like this nervous energy right at the beginning. Treat that second half of the form and your attitude a lot like you would do how you would feel in the first half of your form. Okay, so essentially you're doing your half the form 5 different times. Okay, and begin. So form, form, form. We're learning all these moves and then we put them together in a sequence. So come on back here to this line. Okay, so let's go to that front stance with the left foot forward. See your low block. So bring your left arm up, and then your pinky touches your collarbone and your thumb touches your hip, and you block over the leg. When you block over the leg, use your left arm to block. Let's see. Oh, that's your right arm. Left arm to block and your right arm to pull back. We're just doing it over and over again, so it's kind of training our muscles to do the thinking for us. Yes. So we're trying to train our muscles and our arms and our hips and our body to feel this. And then just practice of doing it over and over. Helps us learn more about what our body biggest thing to be careful, and I want you to analyze and look at yourself every once in a while. A lot of times, this would be the right level, because the right level, a lot of times it's okay? If you're finished, finishing up here, couple more students finishing their material. Did you remember it all through the form there, Raymond? Cool. Awesome. Harley, come join us up here. Everybody go ahead and stand up. Cool. So little very ending of the class, Pumse practice. Harley, we just do that over and over again, and eventually you'll be like, oh, I remember a long time ago I used to have trouble with that, and then all of a sudden I don't. Well, it's because your muscle memory and your body has learned how to do it, and it's taken a little burden off your mind. And that's true with anything. Okay, people that use tools, hand tools for a living, whether it's shovels or whatever, or people who operate machinery, they don't have to think like, oh, left is which direction, right is which direction. It just happens. So that's kind of what we're trying to do at a very early stage, and to some degree with your form, that's what that teaches us as well. Great work, everybody. Mr. Serrano, pleasure as always. Everybody face the flags. Tariat, Kuke Dehan, Kangne, Pado, Munyam. Pado, face this way. So remember that classes, the rest of the week are Tuesday and Thursday. And then, sorry, Tuesday and Wednesday. Thanks for the head clap, because I was like, he head clapped. So it didn't sound right. Didn't sound right, didn't look right. So Tuesday and Wednesday, so tomorrow and Wednesday, and that's it. And then we have a scheduled video classes coming starting Saturday the 26th, and then again on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of the following week, and pretty much any day that's not a holiday, like the 31st and the 1st, and Christmas and Christmas Eve. And Sundays, we've got some videos for you guys to work on at home while the school is closed, and then we'll reopen on January 5th. Kang Mei, dismissed. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, sir.